Now I'm going to consecrate the altar, which means I am going to throw some rice and till at different directions. Every time you see I bow like this, I want you also to clasp your hand and bow for a couple seconds as we ask Bhagavan Shiva for his blessings. Om Prashyataye Namaha. Om Avachaye Namaha. Om Pratishtaye Namaha. Om Udishyaye Namaha. Om Antarikshaye Namaha. Om Bhumaye Namaha. Om Apahata Asura Rakshi Vedi Shada. Brahmarupanikaranam imamaya kritam pujastejo bodhara deepamaye namagandakshe pushya sampojayete namo namaha. You will take the agarbatti and you're going to do arti over here 5 times. Every time you pass it like this, one time you bow for 1 second and you do it again. Lift your hand up. Om ye rupani pratimukshmana asuraha santaha svadha charante parapuro niroye varanta nishtalo praptanu dhatamam idam shri pretai pretalok jammargetar diyate tavopateshtata. Give it to somebody, please. Somebody take it and put it over there for me, please. Om Bodhitvayam Brahmarupandikaranam Imamaya Kritam Pujastejo Bodharai Deepamaye Namagandakshe Pushpa Sampujayete Namo Namaha. You will take the diya and you're going to do arti 5 times as how you did it with the agarbatti or the incense. Om Namo Namaste Govindam Purano Purushottamam Idam Shraddho Rishikesh Rakshata Sarvato Disha Om Yam Dware Mahagore Anadena Tamasavritim Atavartalokanartaya Deepo Yamao Patishtata. This morning we are going to do something called Pinda Puja. Pinda Puja is for the soul to be liberated or for the Jiva Atma to gain a moksha or final emancipation. And so today, this afternoon at 12:45 p.m., Bhagavan Shiva is going to come with an unseen body. He's going to bring that unseen body with him and he's going to put the Atma or the Jiva Atma, which is the soul of your dad, in this unseen body, and he's going to begin a journey to 6 different cities. For example, when the soul leaves Montreal, I'm just saying, it's not these places that I'm going to tell you. It's different places. I'm just making a reference. When the soul leaves Montreal, is going to go to Ottawa. From Ottawa, is going to go to Toronto. From Toronto, is going to go to another province and so forth and so on. Like for example, now back in Sri Lanka, the first place that Lord Shiva is going to take the soul to, and the first place that the soul is going to be stopping, is where this individual was living, where he was born. And that is in Sri Lanka or in India, wheresoever. The first spot will be at the birthplace of this deceased. Second will be where the family is living, where the wife and he was living here, for example. Third, the soul is going to go and visit the children. Fourth, he will go and visit the neighbors. Fifth, he's going to go and visit all his friends, his children, his grandchildren, if there is any great-grandchildren, etc. That's fifth. And sixth will be the final spot, where Bhagwan Shiva is going to have the soul with him until you perform the 31 days puja. Right? That information you will get after the cremation is finished. So when the soul stops at one place with the Lord Shiva, that remember the soul is going to be in an unseen body. In that unseen body, the soul needs something to partake of, or the body needs something to eat. This is the food for the soul. It needs something to drink. That's where the milk and the water come in place. Alright? When you eat, you need your food to digest. That's when you have the lavang and the elaichi, or the clove and cardamom seed, etc. Alright? So you will put this here, and you will take one, please. Hold it like this. Right. Now, when you're going to put it on the pan leaf, I want you to put your hand like that. It's going to, wait, don't put it up. It's going to have to pass through these two fingers. Right? I will show you. Om Amukha Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Subramanyam Levarnamasya Yajmanamasya Pretasya Mritti Sthane Shivnamitakam Om Dwara Deshe Panya Nimitakam Om Chatvare Kechar Nimitakam Om Vitrantav Bhutanamana Om Chittaya Daha Sadhakanamana Om Asta Sanchaya Sthane Pret Nivishtartam Avni Janjalam Maya Diyate Tavu Patistadam Achmaniyam Maya Diyate Tavu Patistadam Om Amukha Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Subramanyam Levarnamasya Pretanamasya Pratam Pindadanasya Mritti Sthane Shivnamitakam Pindopari Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtatam Om Dwara Deshe Panya Nimitakam Om Chatvare Kechara Nimitakam Om Vitrantau Bhutanamana Pindopari Om Idam Sri Chitaya Daha Sadhakanamana Pindopari Om Asta Sanchaya Sthane Pret Nivishtartam Pindopari Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtatam. All the children, how many children they have?
Grandpa?
Yes. All the children come sit here, please. Make sure you don't have your shoe on. Huh? Children. The children of this deceased.
Yeah.
Two daughters, that's it?
No, missing people, that's okay.
No, okay. Sit comfortable, please. You'll put your hand like this. I will give you some water. You will throw it on each one of the pillar that I'm going to give you here. Om Amukha Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Pretanamasya Subramanyam Levarnamasya Pretasya Mritti Sthane Shivnamitakam Om Dwara Deshe Panya Nimitakam Om Chatvare Kechar Nimitakam Om Vitrantav Bhutanamana Pindopari Om Asta Sanchaya Sthane Pret Nivishtartam Pindopari Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtatam. From the cotton ball comes the thread. From the thread comes the material, and then we sew it and we put it on as clothing to cover our body. Similarly, I'm going to give you 6 pieces of cotton ball. You're going to put 1 piece each on top of the pillar, and you will take your dad's right name, his date of birth, and the address that he was living. The reason why you take his name, because probably somebody else died and have the same name as your father. Maybe they might have the same date of birth as your father, but they will not have the same address. So this is why you should take the name, the date of birth, and the address in your mind. Om Amuka Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Amuka Pretasya Pretanamasya Subramanyam Levarnamasya Pretasya Pretalo Jammargetar Vastram Suvastram Maya Diyate Tavopatishthadam Om Pretai Pretalo Jammargetar Diyate Tavopatishthadam. Take this piece of mango leaf. I will put the chandanam here. You take little bit chandanam and you throw it on top of the pinda, with the leaf. Little bit, not too much, not too much. Om Amuka Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Muka Pretasya Pretanamasya Subramanyam Levarnamasya Yajmanamasya Pretanamasya Pretalo Jammargetar Idam Sri Chandanam Cha Maya Diyate Tavopatishthadam Om Pretai Pretalo Jammargetar Diyate Tavopatishthadam. Take these 3 fingers. No, the other one. Right. And you take some rice like this and you throw it on top of the ball like that. Om Amuka Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Amuka Pretasya Pretanamasya Subramanyam Levarnamasya Pretasya Pretalo Jammargetar Idam Shri Til Akshatdanam Maya Diyate Tavopatishthadam. I am going to give you 6 white flowers. You're going to put it on top of the pinda. Why white? Because white signifies purity, white signifies happiness, and white signifies prosperity as well. There is nothing else that is pure in this world and which is the most loving color as white. This is the reason why when we do puja, we always put a piece of white material under. Most people, when someone dies, especially a gentleman, they give him a white shirt or they give him a white t-shirt or a white vest inside. Because white represents purity, which means that the soul, the Atma or Jiva Atma is very pure because it came from Lord Shiva. And so this is the reason why when you do Pinda Puja on the day of the funeral, you must use white flowers. I will give you 1 each. You will put it at the back of the Pinda. Om Amuka Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Amuka Pretasya Pretanamasya Subramanyam Levarnamasya Pretasya Idam Sri Pretai Pushpam Supushpam Maya Diyate Tavopatishthadam Om Pretai Diyate Tavopatishthadam. Om Bodhi Tvayam Brahma Rupa Nikaranam Imamaya Kritam Pujastejo Bodharay Deepamaye Namagandakshe Pushpa Sampujayete Namo Namaha. 3 times on each one of the ball, please. ॐ ये रूपाणि प्रतिमोक्षमाण असुरः सन्तः स्वधाचरन्ते परापुरो निरो ये वरन्तनिष्ठलोक प्राप्तनूदातमम् इदं श्रीप्रेताय प्रेतलोकचम्मार्गेतार दीयते तवोपतिष्ठता. Somebody take it and plant it there, please. Now you will take the diya and you're going to do the same, please, like how you did it with the incense or the agarbatti. Om Namo Namaste Govindam Purano Purushottamam Idam Shraddho Rishikesh Rakshata Sarvato Disha Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andhena Tamasavrite Tatavartalokanarthaya Deepo Yamavopatishthata. I need 6 10-cent pieces, please, if everybody have. 10 cent.
6 cents.
Yes. Put your hand like this, please. Now you must remember on the day of the funeral or on the time of any puja. Puja means adoration to the Lord. Either you're doing Shiv Puja, Ganesh Puja, Murgam Puja, Durga Ma Puja, it doesn't matter what puja you're doing. You should use brown sugar, not white. Why brown? Because brown is the original sugar.
Yeah, I know 10 cents.
Quarters? Yeah. Okay. And so what you do, as I give you the sugar between your 4 fingers, you will put it in front of the tilka. Now remember the flower is in the back, this is the front. Om Amuka Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya. Here, just like that. Right. Kashyapa Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Vritti Sthani Shivnamitakam Naivedyam Amrit Rupam Dwar Deshe Panya Nimitakam Om Chatvare Kechar Nimitakam Om Vitrantau Bhutanamana Pindopari Om Chitaya Daha Sadaka Namana Om Asta Sanchaya Sthani Pret Nivishtartam Pindopari Naivedyam Amrit Rupam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Take these 3 fingers again. No, the other 3. Right. Take some lavang, some clove, and put it on top of the sugar. Take enough. Okay, take more. No, take more. Om Nidam Shri Pretaya Pretalok Jammargetar Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Pretasya Moksha Kurvanta Sigram Amukha Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Pretanamasya Subramanyam Levarnamasya Pretasya Pretalok Jammargetar Lavang Ilaichi Saniyuktam Idam Shri Mritti Sthane Shivnamitakam Om Dwar Deshe Panya Nimitakam Om Chatvare Kechar Nimitakam Om Dhitrantau Bhutanamana Pindopari Om Chitaya Daha Sadaka Namana Om Asta Sanchaya Sthane Pret Nivishtartam Pindopari Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. You may know that sometime you will see some people will take a palm leaf and they will put some clove, elaichi, which is the cardamom. They will break the sobari in pieces and they will put some rice on the palm leaf and they will chew it. Now, they're chewing it not because of a habit, but they're chewing it because they want to have a wonderful digestion. This is what it signifies. But after chewing the palm constantly or continuously, then it becomes a habit. But for the beginning, it becomes a digestion for the food. So remember, you just put the clove and you put the cardamom. Now you're going to put the supari. The flat part is the bottom. You will put it like that on top of the mango leaf, please. So take one by one, please. Om Mukha Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Pretanamasya Mrittistane Shivnamitakam Pindopari Idam Sri Pindopari Tambulam Ilaichi Pungi Palam Mayadiyate Tavo Pateshtatam Pretasya Moksha Kurvanta Sigram Pridai Diyate Tavo Pateshtatam. Left hand, please. Any puja you do, any sermon you do, you must offer money. Why? Because money is what we call wealth, and without wealth, life is not worthwhile. Without wealth, life is not happy. Because if you don't have money, you cannot do anything. Similarly, Lord Shiva says that when you do my puja, when you offer prayers, you must offer dhan. Dhan means wealth. You must offer a little money on the altar or on the puja place. So you will take one money each and you will put it where the mango leaf is. Om Bratena Dikshavapnoti Dikshavapnoti Dakshana Dakshana Shradavapnoti Sadaya Samapitam. Now I want you to clasp your hands with the rice and the flowers, and we are going to pray together, and we are going to ask Bhagavan Shiva that, O Lord, wheresoever the Atma or Jiv Atma of my loving Father may be, which means the everlasting soul, O Lord Shiva, may you transfer all these necessaries, and may you grant to that soul moksha or salvation. Some people may call him by Lord Shiva. Some will call him by Bhagavan Krishna. Some might call him as Lord Shri Ram. Some might call him as Vishnu Bhagavan. It's only the name that makes the difference. God is one, and he assumed form and various forms. But you must remember that when the child about to come into the world, before the baby is fully formed in the womb or into the tummy of the mother, all the organs such as the hands, the feet, the mouth, nose, eyes, ears, everything is separated until 3 months. Then Bhagwan Shiva will bring all the organs together and create a beautiful or a wonderful baby in the tummy or in the womb of the mother. As all the organs, the hands, the feet, the nose, the mouth, etc., formulate themselves together or come together, then Bhagavan says, one thing is very important that left for me to put into this material or physical body of the baby, and that is the Jiv Atma. That is the soul. So the Lord take a part from his body like a grain of rice, a tiny part, and put it into the body of that baby, which is called the Jiv Atma. The word Jiv means everlasting, and Atma means the soul. So when you put both words together, it means the everlasting soul, and nothing else is everlasting. No one else is not everlasting beside the Lord of the world. Similarly, as you have the white flowers with you, I want you to clasp your hands, and you're going to pray sincerely from your heart, and you are going to ask Bhagavan, Take whatever name you want in your mind and you pray that, oh Lord, whatever little we afforded to offer this morning for the liberation of the soul of our dear beloved Father, I ask of thee, O Lord Shiva, may you accept it. May you transfer all these necessaries to that everlasting soul. And may you grant to it moksha or final emancipation. Om Anadinidano Deva Shankachakra Gadadara Akshaya Pundarikaksham Pretamuksho Pradubhava Om Hirnaya Garvapuryasya Vyatha Vyatha Swarupine Asya Pretasya Mokshaya Suprita Bhavasarvada Om Amukha Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Subhamaniya Namasya Yajman Namasya Pretasya Pretai Pretalok Jammar Vetar Diyate Tabupateshtata. Now I want you to go to the casket. You will take this water with the mango leaf and you're going to throw a few drops of water upon the lip of your dad. But don't make the mango leaf touch the lip, please. Just throw it, but lift your hand up a little. Go, stand up, please. Take your time. Take your time, take your time. Stand here. Let the blood circulate back. So when you go by the casket and you're ready to throw the water, tell me please. Let me know that you're ready. Good. Om idam sriyadityam sha namaskaram kurvante dine dine janam maram sadastreshu daridam nupajayate amodyam pundarikaamsha pretai. Okay. Diyate tabu patishtatam. Now remember, when you were smaller, when you were younger, until you become a big person, an adult, remember the time of a younger age, your mom, your dad, or your sisters, or somebody will take vibhuti and put it on your forehead. And they will give you 3 marks upon your forehead, like what Bhagwan Shiva have upon his forehead. And that person is going to put the vibhuti on your forehead, even while you are a child, or even when you are an adult as big as you are. Well, when a person leaves the world, which means when a person dies, you do not put vibhuti on the forehead, you put chandanam. So which means I'm going to give you the chandanam. You will take these 3 fingers and you will take the chandanam and you will put it on the forehead of your dad, just like how you used to put the vibhuti. Okay? Mix it up, please. Mix it with this finger with the ring. No, the next finger. Yes, mix it up, please. I can't see you. So you go to the casket, take these 3 fingers, and you put the chandanam just like that. 3 times. Make sure that the forehead have chandanam, because remember, this is the final time you will be putting chandanam upon the forehead of your dad. Om Amukha Gotrasya Kashyapa Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Pretanamasya Subramanyam Levarnamasya Pretasya Chandanam Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtatam. Stay there. Take the palm leaf, fold it and put it on the right hand side in the casket. Om Pretai Pretalo Jammar Getar. Stay there, please. Somebody come with me, please. Pretai Pretalo, take the plate from him. Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtatam. Give him this, please. Take the rice and the till, the black sesame seed. Do not throw it on top of his body, but put it around the body like this. Om Idam Sri Pretai Pretalo Jammar Getar Diyate Tavo Patishtatam Pretasya Moksha Kurvanta Sigram. Manu?
Yes.
Please.
Yep.
The first flower goes on the head side. The second flower goes on the right hand side. The third flower goes on the left hand side. And the fourth flower goes by the foot side. So I will explain now. Ready? Head side. Om Pushpam Supushpam Maya, right hand. Diyate Tavo Patishtatam, left. Pretai Pretalo Jammar Getar, foot side. Diyate Tavo Patishtatam. I want mom to go by the casket.
Okay.
The mala, please. The mala.
Yeah.
Watch it. Be careful. Somebody take her. It's okay. Roll it on the Take the short one. Give it to brother. Come, brother. Put this mala on the picture, please. Just set it half and half. On top. Right, that's right. Very good. Perfect. All right. Take that big mala now, give it to your mother or grandmother.
Can we put the two? Can we put the two mother?
No, not yet. Open the knots and loose it. Right. Give it to her and show her how to put it on, please. Just somebody can hold her, you know. Give her the mala. Hold she, please. Om. Give her the mala now. Pretai Pretalo Jammar Getar Diyate Tavo Patishtatam Om Pretasya Moksha Kurvanta Sigram Pretai Pushpamala Susovitam. All right, bring her back now, please. Good. Bring her back because she will have to come back here again after.
Or she has to stay here?
No, no.
Oh, bring back?
Yes, please.
Turn over now.
Hold her. brother. Come, please. This is the first pinda. Remember, we go from the right side going left. So you will pick up this part first, everything, and you will put the first pinda under the pillow. So one of you gonna lift the pillow up a little, so he can put this pinda under you. The flower, the subari, the money. Lift the pillow up a little. On the head side, not on the head side. Om Mritistani Shiv Namitakam. Second one goes on the right hand side, please. Om Dwaradeshe Panya Nimitakam. Next one goes on the left hand side, please. Om Chatvare Kechara Nimitakam. The fourth one goes on top the navel. Wait. Okay, yes, go. Yeah. Om Vitrantau Bhutanamana Pindopari. You see right there at the middle? There's a cloth there, there's a piece of material on the casket, right? You push your hand inside. Wait, listen first. You push your hand inside, and that's where you're going to put this pinda. Yeah. Good. Come now, come. Om Chitayadaha Sadhakanamana Pindopari Mayadiyati Tabupateshtadam. This next one now goes on the left side shoulder above. That side. Om Asta Sanchaya Sthani Pretnivishtartam Pindo Parimaya Diyate Tabu Pateshtadam. Now you might remember in Sri Lanka, every day a beggar will come to your home, and the beggar is going to ask you for bhiksha. He or she is going to ask you for something. You might probably give that beggar either a potato, some rice, some dal, some fruits, or a money. But never at any time the beggar will take it in his or her hands. Right? The beggar will always have a jewelry, a piece of material, a piece of cloth around his or her shoulder, and the beggar is going to ask you to put it in there. Now that jewelry is this. This is what it signifies. You will hold the top with your left hand, and you will hold the other side with your right hand like this, and you're going to lie down like that, and you're going to put it on the right hand side of the deceased, on the right hand side of your dad. But remember, when you're going to put it, you're going to ask Lord Shiva. All of us, when we came into the world, before we entered in the world, we ask God to permit us in the world. And we ask the Lord, as He created us, let Him protect us. And then afterward, we ask the Lord, when that special moment comes, for Him to take us back, He will take us back to His abode. So while you're going to put this jewelry, which is the piece of white material in the casket with a few necessaries inside, you're going to take your dad's right name, his date of birth, and his address, where he was born in Sri Lanka. So hold this with your left hand, please. Right, and take that with the right hand. Go to the casket. You will, right, lie down like that. No, the other way. Right. I will tell you when to put it down, okay? Om Hirnaya Garva Puryasya Vyatha Vyatha Swarupine Asya Pretasya Mokshai Suprita Bhavasarvada. You will take this now, please. Hold it nicely. You will stand in front of the casket. No, come on this way. Come on, come on, come on. Good. Face the casket now. Face the wall. Set this. No. Right, that's right. And you're going to do RT. RT means you're going to, wait. You're going to wave the secret light over the physical body of your dad from the head side coming towards the foot side 3 times. And you will ask the Lord to bless the soul of your dad. Om Yam Dware. No, the other way. Mahagore. That's right. Anadena Tamasavitin. Tatavartalu Kanartaya. Deepo Yamavo Patishtatam Om Pretai Pretalok Jammargitar Diyate Tavu Patishtatam. Good. Put it back here, please. Take this palm leaf with flowers. No, right here. Yeah, it's okay. Take this palm leaf with flowers and stand up in the same place, same position that you was a few seconds ago. You're going to clasp your hands with that beautiful white flowers, and we are going to pray together. And we are going to ask Bhagavan Shiva that, O Lord Shiva, wheresoever the soul of our dear beloved Father may be, may you accept that soul, may you bless it, may you guide it, may you protect it, and may you grant to that Jiva Atma moksha or final emancipation. Om Anadinidano Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundari Kaksham Preta Moksho Pradubhava. Put it on the head side, please. Om Pretaya Diyate Tavu Patishtatam. Bring the mother, please. Who is the eldest daughter? You're the eldest daughter? Now, being that mom is not going to manage to do the RT, right? But she's still there. You're going to let she touch you if possible, and you will do the RT over your dad 3 times, please. Remove the Kleenex from your hand, please. Put the Kleenex in. Take the wheelchair more closer. No, closer. Go closer.
No, that is not.
3 times, please. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andina Tamasavritin Tatvartalokanartaya Deepo Yamavopatishtatam Om Pretasya Moksha Kurvanta Sigram Pretai Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Very good. Give it to your sister. Let she do arti, please, 3 times. She has to stay there. Watch her foot there, please. Om 3 times, please. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andena Tamasavriti Tatvartalokanartaya Deepo Yamavopatishtatam. Put it here, please.
Yeah.
Did you bring some rice?
Yeah, we did.
Separate rice.
Oh, no, like the bag?
You didn't bring some separate? I told you to bring some separate rice.
Sorry. Let's open the bag.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay. Open the bag. Yes, please.
Get the paper.
Yes, I can leave it here. Wait. Be seated, please, everybody. Sit down, please. Om Papuham Papukarmaham Papu Atma Papa Sambhava Trahimam Pundarikaksham Sarva Papo Haru Hari. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Brothers and sisters, this morning we gathered in this funeral home to pay our deepest respect to this beloved Father who left this beautiful world. There is something that is very special in each and every one of us body. And that is what we call the Jiva Atma. Many of us might call it as the Atma, but the word Atma means the soul. But to complete the entire scenario, it means the Jiva Atma. And why I say Jiva Atma? Because the word Jiva means everlasting, and Atma means the soul. So which means this everlasting soul that we have in our body, it came from the Lord. And when the Lord sent us in the world, the Lord told us, Aaye bhi akela, jaye bhi akela, do din ka zindagi hai, do din ka mela, aaye bhi akela. The Lord told us, He said that, oh my dear loving child, or oh my loving children, I am sending you in the world, and I am sending you in the world through this entrance. Aaye bhi akela, jaye bhi akela. But although you're going in the world through this entrance, one day you must remember that you will have to exit out back. But then I'm sending you in the world. Do din ka zindagi hai, do din ka mela. Meaning, the Lord sent us in the world just for 2 days. Now, when we say 2 days, you know what I mean. I don't really mean exact 2 days. Because some of you might say, Panditji say that, or Ayah says, you know what, 2 days. But I live for almost 50, 60 years. No, 2 days is just an interpretation. It's just an example. So the Lord said, I send you in the world to go and have a nice time, to go and enjoy yourself, etc. Do din ka zindagi hai. But then remember one thing. The Lord said, don't forget me. Remember that I am there. Remember that I was there to send you in the world. Remember that I am there to protect you. And then finally, I will be there to take you back to my abode. Why? Because we all came from the Lord. We all came from the Lord, and we have to go back to the Lord. As I was saying during my sermon this morning, I was saying to this brother, for example, that we may call the Lord by the name of Lord Shiva, or we may call him as Bhagwan Krishna, we might call him as Lord Shri Ram or Vishnu Bhagwan, whatever the case may be. But remember, my dear brothers and sisters, it's only the name that makes the difference. It's only the name. The name can be many, but the form of God that we're worshiping is one universal Father. We are worshiping that one Lord, and we are calling him by different names. But this Jiva Atma, this everlasting soul that was in the body of this loving Father, during his entire lifetime, the Lord had guided him, had protected him. And then now the Lord is taking him back to his abode. But this life that we have in our body, my dear brothers and sisters, we must remember one thing. And that is, life is like a fingerprint. Life is like a fingerprint that cannot be duplicated. And so make the best impression with it. As the writer says, live it, love it, and do not waste a single moment of your life, because time has no holiday, dream have no expiry date, and life has no pause button. What the writer is telling us here this morning is, he said that life is like a fingerprint. You go to have a fingerprint, you will put your finger, that print with the ink on a white piece of paper. It doesn't matter what you do. That fingerprint at that moment can never be removed. But then the writer says to us that we should make the best impression out of it, which means, God bless us with this Manushka Sharir, with this body of a human. And in this body there is something called the Jiva Atma, the everlasting soul, which is the life of the body. We have to make the best out of this body that we have. We must do the things that is supposed to be done. And when we got this body, how happy we are. Someday we might be happy, someday we might be miserable, as I may say for you to understand, or upset. But then that upsetness will only be there for a few minutes or a few hours. And then after that, the upsetness is gone. You become happy again. You start to enjoy yourself. You start to do what is supposed to be done. So the writer says, live a beautiful life. And secondly, love this life. Why you should love this life? Because the writer says 4 things. And the 4 things are, Nainam chidanti shastrani, Nainam dahati pavaka, Na chainam kledayam tapo, Na shoshayati maruta. These are the 4 things. And what are those 4 things? Those 4 things means that this soul is so precious. Nainam chidanti shastrani, weapon cannot cut it. Fire cannot burn it, water cannot wet it, neither wind cannot blow the soul away. So the soul is everlasting. And my dear brothers and sisters of this congregation here this morning, you must remember how precious this life is for each and every one of us. Each and every one of you were very, very close to this disease. You are very close to your father, to your grandfather, if possible to your father-in-law, as I may say. But then the writer says, he came into the world and now he is going back. But where is he going? This is the question. Where is he going? He's going back to where he belongs. Not him and not any one of us. None of us here belong to this earth permanently. We are here temporarily. We are all here as a visitor. And when we visit this world, we'll visit it for a few years, or a number of years, or a few hours, a few minutes, a few days, a few weeks, a few months. And why I say this is because a child, when a child came in the world, that child might stay a couple of days and probably the child is gone. The child might stay a couple of months, then leave. A few years and leave. Some people live for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, couple of months, couple of days, couple of years. And some people live for extremely more than a couple of years. Some people live for 110 years. Why? Because of their karma. It's because of all the good that they had done into this world. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, we have to understand that when we are alive, we must adore the Lord. We must pray to Bhagavan. We have to pray to the Lord. We have to seek His guidance, His protection, and the blessings. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. May I have all the children and grandchildren, please. The 2 daughters first. Hold this Lala. One of you, how many daughters? 3. The 3 of you hold this garland. One of you hold the top, and one of you hold here. So you go to the casket, and the 3 of you will put the garland around the neck of your dad. When you finish, you clasp your hands and you bow for 1 second, and then I will tell you what to do. प्रेतस्य मोक्षाय सुप्रीता भव सर्वदा प्रेताय प्रेतलोकं मार्गिताय दीयते तवोपतिष्ठताम्. All right. Take this diya now, please. And the three of you, three daughters, three sisters, to do arati over your loving father, please. Om. Idam Shriyam Dware Mahagore Yandinatham Savrite Tatvartalokanartaya Deepo Yamavopatishtatam. Om Idam Shri Pretaya Pretalok Jammarhitar Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Pretasya Moksha Kurvantashegram Pretaya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Very good. All the children, grandchildren, please. Take the diya like what this sister have. And then you will do arati over your grandfather 3 times, please, and give it to the other one. Om Ishwar Tu hai dayalu dukh dur kar hamara. Ishwar Tu hai dayalu dukh dur kar hamara. तेरी शरण में आया प्रभु दीजिए सहारा. ईश्वर तू है दयालु दुख दूर कर हमारा. तू है पिता व माता सब विश्व का विधाता. तुझ सा नहीं है दाता तेरा सभी पसारा. ईश्वर तू है दयालु दुख दूर कर हमारा. भूमि आकाश तारे रवि चंद्र सेंदु भारे तेरे हुकाम में सारे सबका तू ही आधारा. ईश्वर तू है दयालु दुख दूर कर हमारा. जग चक्र में चढ़ाऊ सब सिंधु में पदाऊ. दर पे तेरे कदाऊ सब दे मुझे दीदारा. ईश्वर the other way. ईश्वर तू है दयालु दुख दूर कर हमारा. अपनी शरण में लीजे सब दोष दूर कीजे. ब्रह्मानंद दान दीजे तुझ तुम नाम निर्विकारा. ईश्वर तू है दयालु दुख दूर कर हमारा. तेरी शरण में आया प्रभु दीजिए सहारा. Any son-in-law? ईश्वर तू है दयालु दुख दूर कर हमारा. There is a tradition, especially on the day of the funeral. In Sri Lanka tradition, the family members have to take some rice and till, which is the black sesame seed, and put it upon the mouth of the deceased. So it's going to begin with the eldest sister, then the second sister, then the third, and then the grandchildren goes by age group. Who is the eldest grandchild? You? Okay, so you're going to go first, and then after you will be the one after you, and you know what I mean? You're going to consecutively.
Yeah.
Now, you will take these 3 fingers, please. No, that's right. These 3. Just take a little bit, and you just put it on the mouth of the deceased, and then you pass the cup and give it to another one. Oh,
Three
Idam
times?
Shri.
3 times or
1 time, please. ओ हमने जग की अजब तस्वीर देखी, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, ये प्रभु की अद्भुत जागीर देखी, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, हमने जग की अजब तस्वीर देखी, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, हमने हंसते मुकरे 4 मिले, दुखियारी चेहरा 1000 मिले, यह सुख के 100 गुनी पीर देखी, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, हमने जग की अजब तस्वीर देखी, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, 2 एक सुखी यह लाखों में, आंसू है करोड़ों आंखों में, हमने जिन जिन दिन तकदीर देखी, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, कुछ बोल प्रभु ये क्या माया, तेरा खेल समझ में ना आया, हमने देर देखी महल कुटिया देखी, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, हमने जग की अजब तस्वीर देखी, 3 times please, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, एक हंसता है 10 रोते हैं, इदं श्री प्रेताय प्रेतलोक Jammarhitar diyate tavupatishtatam. Take the cup, just like how it is, and put it on the right hand side, please. Pretasya moksha kurvante segram. Alright, everybody can go back to your seat, please. Thank you very much. How many sons?
2.
Okay, where's the other one? One bit that one. You'll put one by one on top of the body. So you put it from the neck, from the stomach, from the chest, going down like this. You have 5 pieces. Those 5 pieces represent the 5 elements that build this body. And when a person is alive, that five elements remain in the body. But when the soul leaves the body at the time of death, the five elements leave that body as well and go back to their respective places or their respective abode. Similarly, you're going to put the two pieces first, and then your brother is going to put the other three pieces in a consecutive manner like that. Om ye keshasmin kure jata aputre gotrino mrita ye grahantu maya datta varanishta varado bhava. Take this please, both of you. Take some and sprinkle it in the casket, not on top of him but around his body please. Everything, please. Give me your hand, please. Cover it. I'm not seeing you. I'm not seeing you.
I think
Bend your hand up. I'm too short. Next birth, I'm going to ask God to bless me go longer his body. Sprinkle it on top of him, please. Here, bud. Give it to your brother, please. So the agarbatti goes north to south, it goes like this on top of the body. So you put it like that, please. Go on top.
Just lie down like this.
Yes, lie down just like that. Go ahead. Don't light it, don't light it. Put one by one. Om Hiranaya Garva Puryasya Yata Vyata Swarupini Asya Pretasya Mokshai. Here. Suprita Bhavasarvada. Put the oil inside. Pretasya Moksha Kurvanta Sigram. Just push up the weaker. Okay, good. That's right. Om Idam Pretai Diyate Tavu Patishhtadam. Put the oil right there.
make one.
No, leave it. Brothers and sisters, traditionally, we have to go around the casket 5 times, but we have to go around the casket with a pandam. Pandam means it's a piece of wood with a white material tie on top, and we light it. Now, the main significance of this is the fire. But due to the COVID that is on now, due to the pandemic, we are not allowed to use the pandam to go around the fire. But we are going to do the same thing. So instead of using the pandam, we are going to use the agarbatti, the incense stick. I'm going to light 5, and I'm going to give it to each and every one of you. And you're going to take one, and you're going to go around the casket 3 times. The 2 brothers, the 2 brothers is going to go around the casket 5 times, but the other members of the family will go around the casket 3 times. Why? Because the son who is doing the puja, he have a right as the priority to go around the casket with the pandam 5 times. So, as I said, we are not allowed to use that particular pandam, but we're going to do the same exact thing. So the two of you will go around first, and then you will give it to the other members of the family. So brothers and sisters, who wants to go around the casket, please feel free to come closer here, please. In the meantime, just move. Wait. You're not supposed to move it. The director. No. Let the director come and move it. Somebody call the director, please, because they're seeing everything on the camera, and if you move it and something goes wrong, you might.
I agree.
You might be on the wrong step. Give me that red rose, the red flower that is in the middle there, please. No. Right, that's right. Pull it up, pull it. Director, can you remove those stands from there, please, so we can have access to photo, please? Thank you. Greta, come. Pull out some of the white with the step. At least 4 or 5. Take from this thing. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Om Bodhi Tvayam Brahma Rupanikaranam Imamaya Kritam Pujastejo Bodharay Deepamayi Namagandakshe Pushpa Sampujayiti Namo Namaha. Banu?
Yes.
Come please. Come brother. One more meal around? Yes, if I. One more meal around? There you are. Come on down.
También, dígame.
Wait. Stay right there, please. Don't move from there. So you will be leading. So you go in the casket 5 times, the 5 of you. And the 5 of you represent the 5 Pandavas. Arjun, Bhim, Nakul, Sahadev and Yudhishthir. Which means it represents that the 5 of you are also like the 5 elements that was in the body of this loving Father. So while you're going around 5 times, you will ask Lord Shiva, or whatever name you want to take in your mind, the name of the Lord. It can be Bhagwan Krishna, Shri Ram, Hanumanji, whatever. Ask the Lord to bless the soul of this loving Father. So you go together, please. Go around. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andena Tamasavritin Tatavar Talukanartaya Deepo Yamavupadishtadam Idam Shri Pretai Pretlok Jammar Ghitar Diyate Tavupatishtatam Om Pretasya Moksha Kurvanta Sigram Pretai Diyate Tavupatishtatam Idam Shri Pretasya Moksha Kurvanta Sigram Om काहे सोच करे नर मन में कर्म लिखा सोई होवत प्यारे काहे सोच करे नरवण में करमलिका सोई हो वत प्यारे
No, I don't know.
काहे सोच करे नर मन में करमलिका सोई हो वत प्यारे काहे सोच करे नर मन में करमलिका सोई होवत प्यारे होवन हार मिटे नहीं कबहू कोटि जतन कर कर सब हारे काहे सोच करे नर मन में करमलिका सोई होवत प्यारे हरिश्चंद्र नल राम युधिष्ठिर राजचर बनवास सिधारे काहे सोच करे नर मन में करमलिका सोई होवत प्यारे अपनी करनी निश्चय भरनी दुश्मन मित्र न कोई तुम्हारे काहे सोच करे नर मन में करमलिका सोई होवत प्यारे ब्रह्मानंद सुमर जगदीश्वर सब दुख संकट दूर निवारे काहे सोच करे नर मन में करमलिका सोई होवत प्यारे काहे सोच करे नर मन में करमलिका सोई होवत प्यारे काहे सोच करे नर मन में करमलिका सोई होवत प्यारे काहे सोच करे नर मन में करमलिका सोई होवत प्यारे. My dear brothers and sisters, this morning before we proceed to the crematorium for cremation, you must remember that there are 5 elements that build this body. And one of the elements that build this body is heat or fire. And when I say heat or fire, I meant that sometime you may feel cold or sometime you might feel hot. And that is because of the 5 elements that build this body. And so togetherly with the 2 sons, I am going to ask them to put the kush grass inside the casket and ask Bhagwan to bless the soul of the loving Father. Oh, one right side, one left side. Om Amodyam Pundarikangsha Pretaye Diyate Tabupateshtata. Both of you come now, please. Open your hand like this. I'm going to give you this mango leaf and palm leaf and flowers. Come closer, please. And you're going to put it together in the casket. Open your hand. Half and half. Go, please. Right hand side. Om Subhamanyam लेवर्णामस्य प्रेतस्य प्रेतलोचम् मार्गितार्दीयते तवोपतिष्ठता. Brothers and sisters, our next step in today's sermon is to proceed to the crematorium for cremation. But before doing so, I'm going to ask the family to come and stay around the casket. Pay your respect to the deceased. Pay your sympathy or your love to your father, your grandfather, etc. And at the same time, while you will be standing in front of the casket, at the very beginning, I want you to clasp your hands and offer prayers to the Lord and say to the Lord, in however little way you know, that, O Lord, during the lifetime of this loving Father, if he had done anything wrong, knowingly or unknowingly into this world, on this earth, during this lifetime, O Lord Shiva, or you want to say, O Bhagwan Krishna, your choice, whatever name you want to take in your mind, ask the Lord to forgive him. Bless him, bless that soul. May he bless your mother, your grandmother, etc. And may that soul gain moksha and gain salvation. And then finally, you ask your father and grandfather to bless each and every one of you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can come in for the casket, please. Watch her foot.
அவங்கள கதைக்க விட சொன்னீங்க, கதைக்கு எல்லாம் புரியுது. அம்மாவை தனியா விட்டுட்டு போட்டீங்க. அம்மா அம்மாப்பா
அதான் பிரமி சொல்றாங்க. எனக்கு யாரும் இல்லம்மா. அப்பா அப்பா மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம், தாத்தா மிஸ் அம்மா சொல்லாம எனக்கு நீ ஒரு எல்லாம் சொல்லி அம்மாவுக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியும். அம்மா அடிச்சுட்டு நான் ஒன்றும் சொல்லலாம்.
brothers and sisters, time schedule for the cremation, sorry. The director was just informing me that we will be leaving here at 11:45. We will be leaving here at 11:45, which will be apparently another 15 minutes. And then we will be proceeding to the crematorium for cremation. Now, there is a little sermon that we will have to do when we reach by the crematorium. And when we finish the cremation, all of us is going to come back in the same room right here, because I will have to explain to each and every one of you what will be the next step, what will have to be done after the funeral is finished today. So just a reminder that we're going to be leaving here around 11:45. So by 12 o'clock, we should be by the cremation or by the crematorium for cremation. Secondly, the director will be leaving the crematorium, and we do not want the director to leave without the body starting to be cremated. Because the right way is he has to be there, so he's going to stay there until the body is fully cremated. So I just said, let me convey this message to each and every one of you that about another 15 minutes, we are going to prepare ourselves to put on our coat, our shoes, and our boots, etc. And we will be going to the crematorium. Finally, when we're going, usually we take this entrance out, but we are not going to take this entrance out. The reason for this is because instead of taking this entrance, which is the one right straight in front of us, is because the place, it's too cold. It's very, very cold, and every one of us know this. Last night was 38 degrees. So it was very, very cold last night, and the coolness is still there. So the director have just informed me that instead of coming from this door, we're going to go through the main entrance there, the one inside, the new door that they have. We're going to go around there, and then from there is going to be a little shorter distance to the crematorium. We are going to reopen the casket back when we reach the crematorium. Why? Because we have to do a little puja, a little sermon have to be done there. And that is going to take a few minutes. I know that the place is cold, but I will use a word, bundle up. Meaning put on your jacket, your coat, your sweater, whatever the case may be, just to make sure that you feel warm when we are going to be out there. Last but not least, while we're going to be going from here to the crematorium, we are going to repeat the name of the Lord by saying, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. We're going to recite that prayer constantly or continuously until we reach at the crematorium site before we proceed with the cremation. So when I'm going to recite Om Namah Shivaya, I would like to ask everyone to please recite that prayer as well. Alright? That's okay with everybody?
Yes.
So we'll wait on the director. When he's ready, then we're going to proceed. Thank you. Thank you, director. Thank you. Have a seat, please. Yeah, that's no problem. But is she going to go to the crematorium? I don't think it's necessary to take her because it's cold.
Yeah, I know. That's why we keep her here.
We can keep her here. Somebody would stay with her.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, and when we're going out, when we're going to move the casket
Yes.
outwardly, you will turn the chair.
No problem.
So she will see that she's not going to know or whatever, but she's going to see that the casket is turned and neat.
Okay. Thank you.
eldest granddaughter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you to take the picture. Right? You have a gloves? You don't have a
I'll
gloves?
get the gloves.
Okay. I will ask everybody to get their jacket and everything. I just want to explain to you what you're going to be doing. You're going to take the picture of your grandfather and you're going to hold it like this in front of you. So you and another granddaughter or grandson. Another granddaughter, who is after you? You? So I will give you this light. And you're going to walk with this light. And your mamu or your uncle, as I used to understand. I am accustomed to say mamu because mother brother. He's going to have the kalasa on top of his shoulder. So the three of you will be leading. He will be walking at the middle, and the two of you will be side by side. Good? Good. Thank you. Just waiting now for the director to come, so then we'll proceed with those proceedings.
We can't.
Yeah.
We can't throw any flower or anything on the way, huh?
Yes.
Can we throw flowers on the way?
Oh, sure.
Can I take from here?
Yes. No, you will walk with it. You take out, you will go with the ring.
Okay.
Couple of you will take the wreath.
Yeah.
Not yet. We'll take the wreath, and while we are walking, while we are going with the casket from outside, as we step outside, you break the flowers, and you throw it on the casket. You catch me? Because we'll be rolling the casket on a roller line. Right? So everybody can throw flowers.
Yeah,
It's not a
perfect.
problem.
Perfect.
They
Sir?
cannot say anything because I'm the pandit, and what I say the rules goes.
Excellent.
Because
Yeah.
we the family have a upper hand, you know. The family, what they say goes.
ஒவ்வொரு இடத்துல போவோம் இடத்துல போற வழியில வெளியில போன அப்புறம் மட்டும்
You see, we don't want to do it from here.
Yeah, of course, only outside.
Outside, because
Definitely.
here is going to just mess up the place. And they're gonna
Absolutely.
So we do it in a nice, comfortable manner.
Definitely.
You want to give grandmother some water?
Yeah, we
Or something? You did? Oh, give her some because it's good. Look, you have bottle of water here. Here.
So there's a lot.
Yeah, give her some, yeah. You want some water? You want to relax? Take more, take more.
À partir de ce salle, le live stream va arrêter.
Il va arrêter?
Ouais, parce qu'on va pas amener jusque
Non,
là.
non, ça s'arrête.